All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I love to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who's taught us this 100% truth. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to the Akim pushing truth and sincerity. Shalom to the sincere Aqua that may be out there watching and learning. It's your brother Call from the GMS Columbus camp. With a lesson through the Spirit. I've been thinking about this lesson for a few days now. Just pretty much highlighting the deceit of Esau, man. Because see, Esau is smart in many ways. He's found many ways to brainwash our people into thinking that they are innocent. All right, our people have totally pulled away from slavery times, etc. Now, of course, there are certain groups of people that still understand the intensity and the importance of those times, but at the end of the day, the majority of our people are just so hand in hand with Esau, but they don't realize that the figures that were set up, in our face, like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and all different people were set up by them, So what they did was they found a way to have us put in a mental slavery, all right? And our people feel as if now we're free. Now we can do what we want to do. And then, of course, there are those certain, people that have found a way to, acquire a good chunk of money, and they quick to say, oh, well, I'm not oppressed. I'm not this. I'm not that. You see, but they're not looking at the big picture, and they don't understand that they are subject to the same shit as Esau, man. All right, when you put yourself hand in hand with this devil, all right, you're gonna get that same judgment as him, man. All right, you're gonna get destroyed right with him. All right, and understand as well, while you may have found yourself in a so-called good position, you understand that Esau can take that shit right away from you. You see? And guarantee you ain't making as much as the top Edomite at whatever you're doing. All right? Trust and believe that, man. Okay? Our people are through, man. Our people are gone. Our people don't understand that Esau is a fucking devil, man. All right? The so-called white man in this world, man. All right? And he will do anything to make his appearance and make him seem like he's the good guy, to make it seem like he's doing things right. All right. But I want to start here. Sirach 19 and starting in verse 26, it says, there is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit. You see? Esau is full of deceit and deception, man. All right. Esau, he can play the victim all day. That's his forte. Play the victim. Like he just so messed up, whatever. All right. He can play the victim role very well, man, but when it comes down to it, he got something else in mind. All right. Just like perfect example, how Esau can, his kids can go shoot up schools, all right, and not get life in jail, get thrown under the prison, all right. Now, if Jake go out and kill another Jake getting 15 to life, 20 to life, you see? But Esau and his little kids can go steal the shotgun or the AR from out daddy's closet and go shoot up to school, and all they can say is, my mental, not in the right state of mind. Now you get a year in jail, maybe, and you go to a mental institution, and now you out. You see? They throw Jake the book, though. You see? And that's that deception, all right, that Esau has, written in his blood, man. All right, it's written in his blood, man. You see how you can get away with some shit like that? Play the victim. That's what Esau does, especially in situations like that. He plays the victim. You know, I was bullied. I was this, I was that, and a lot of them, motherfuckers. They, that's why a lot of them they go to, the police force and the military and all that shit. You see, so they can have, that authority. They can have a reason to, oppress somebody, to put hands on somebody, and be able to get away with it. You see, now, as if Jake did the same thing, oh, it's the end of the world. You see? But that's Esau, man. You see? But I'm going to just read a couple more verses in there. It says, verse 27, casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not, where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil. So whenever the opportunity arises itself for Esau, he's going to go do something, man. All right, and he talks so smooth. Let's get that. See, Psalm 55:21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words." All right, Shalom Salaki. I'm jumping right back in. My video got cut a little bit, but just back in, man. I'm gonna start here. Psalms 55:21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords." You see, and that's Esau, man. That's how Esau do. He can speak a good game. He can talk a good game, and all that, man. It's the spirit. We just did I believe it was a class or a camp, one of the two. We did a class on what is called double speech. I believe that's what it's called. Let me look it up. Double speak. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Just AI overview. It says double speak is language that deliberately conceals or misrepresents the truth by using ambiguous, misleading, or euphemistic terms to deceive or disguise a subversive agenda. It often serves a deceptive purpose in political, corporate, or military contexts, turning unpleasant realities into palatable or positive terms. See, so let me see if I can get some examples on that. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna just read through it. Doublespeak uses words or phrases to disguise, distort, or reverse the true meaning of words, often through euphemism, ambiguity, or jargon, to make something sound more palatable or to mislead the listener. Examples include collateral damage for civilian casualties, downsizing for layoffs, pre-owned for used cars, a military referring to servicing the target instead of bombing. See, right? So they do shit. They use certain words and certain phrases to make the bad shit sound like it's good, or it sound like it's okay, or sound like it's acceptable. You see, they'll tell you, hey, sorry, we're gonna have to let you go, as opposed to, hey, you fired. It ain't working. Or yeah, we got this pre-owned. Honda Sonata, with 100,000 miles, good condition, all this good shit, whatever the case may be, but motherfucker, this bitch run down. They ain't gonna tell you that, oh, this vehicle was in a wreck and we fixed it. They ain't gonna tell you, this is this vehicle was found in a lake or some shit and it got fixed enough to run for a little while. You see, they'll have you jump through a bunch of hoops and hoses to get that kind of information. Oh, you got to go here. You got to get the Carfax. You got to, find the title. You got to, with all the extra little shit that Esau has you do to get certain things, it's like, damn, Esau is a master of deception. Esau is a master of deceit, you know. But these are just different double speak examples, man. You know, downsizing refers to people losing their jobs, reducing costs, a way to say cutting your salary. Sick, you know. Pre-owned, a euphemism for used or old vehicles. That's funny. Career associate scanning professional for grocery store checkout clerk. Man, that makes some bullshit sound good, man. You know. Just like my job. They got my job title is lead egress technician. Right? But at the end of the day, I'm not the leader. You know, I'm just the most experienced. That's it. I'm not the lead. When I go on the job, I have a whole manager that works with me. So I'm not the lead of anything, you know. But that's what Esau does. Esau's smart, man. You see? And I want to go here. See? This is beautiful, man. Yep. This is Esau, man. This is his blessing. All right. Just real quick. Genesis 25:27. All right. And this is going into Esau and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? We know them to be brothers in the womb. All right. But just getting to the point, Genesis 25:27, it says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. You see, this is what Esau does, man. This is his blessing. This is his birth, man. All right, this is him from the womb, man. You know, a cunning hunter. Now, when you think of a hunter, when they go out and hunt, you know, just using today's terminology, today's references, you know, when you think of Esau, and they go out and they hunt, they all load up, they got their rifles, they got their backpack, they got their camouflage on, you see. And they go out, you know, and they go hunt. They go kill, shoot deer, whatever, you know. Which ain't nothing wrong with going out to get you a meal, but I'm thinking of the tactics. You know, they're hiding in the bushes, you know, trying to blend in. All right, and then all of a sudden they come out, bang, they got you. You know, they done shot you with an arrow. They didn't blew you. They done shot you down with a 12 gauge. You know. That's how Esau is, man. You see. It's good this too. Yep. 1 Peter. That's why we got to be careful dealing with Esau, man. You got to be careful, man, because Esau will find any and every way to make you seem like you're off. All right. Esau got it all figured out, man. Esau got it all figured out. So you got to be careful with Esau, man. But it is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, be sober, be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. See, and that's Esau. He's always ready to attack. Okay, he's always ready to attack. And one thing about Esau is very patient. Esau is extremely patient. All right, just like even his world system now, man, the New World Order and all these things, man, these things been thought about. All right. They just been waiting on the perfect time to start executing some of their plans, man. All right. They just been waiting around for the best time, man. When is it time for us to start putting these things into action? All right. When are we going to roll out the MOTB? When are we going to roll out the chip? You know, when is it going to be time for us to use these missiles? When are we going to decide, when we're going to send military troops into these neighborhoods? You see, because, you know, the elder bro was going over it a few weeks ago as well, man. You know, there should have been something done with these people You know, in these different in these neighborhoods and shit, man. You know, all these Jakes out here, man, killing, robbing, stealing, all this shit. Why ain't y'all been sending troops and all that extra shit into these neighborhoods? Now all of a sudden, it's 2025, Trump's back in office, and now, you know, y'all felt like this was the last straw. You know, there's been you know, so many different murder capitals over the years, man, all these different things. You see? But like I said, Esau is patient. All right. And one thing about these lions and all that, they patient. They're patient, man. You know, when a lion locks eyes on his prey, they don't just jump out and get to work. They lurking, you know, they crouching down, hiding, you know, in between the midst of the grass, whatever, you know, trying not to be seen. All right, and waiting for that perfect time to attack. All right, and that's what Esau does, man. He waits for his perfect time to attack, so that way he may be in the right, so that way he may be justified in whatever choice he makes. You see, that's how Esau moves, man. Esau is deceitful, man. All right. What's that? Okay, yeah. Proverbs 6 and starting at verse 16. It says, "These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood." Doing verse 3 right there, that's Esau, man. He will lie to the death. All right, and it's funny because he'll make it seem believable. You know, I work with these two dudes, these two Edomite dudes. I believe them to be Edomites. And they are they'll be saying some shit like it'll be a day where I had to go handle some things and I didn't come work with them that day, and I'll come back and they'll be like, they'll both tell me something different. Oh yeah, man, this dude, he didn't do shit today. And then be like, oh yeah, he only moved 2 wheelbarrows yesterday, whatever, you know. And then you looking at them and they be so serious on their face, you know what I'm saying, and it look like, man, you don't know which one of these dudes to believe, you know. And it's like, wow, Esau is so smart. He can manipulate his face, you know, his words, make them come out well, all that, man. You see, and whole time, and they both probably lying. That's the crazy part. They made up some bullshit just to tell me, you know. That's why when it come to Esau, man, I don't be with none of that. I had another situation. You know, just real quick, I had another situation where I was dealing with an officer, and it was some BS that I shouldn't have been in the first place. But they told me, you know, I was getting the DUI, I'll just say it. And the officer told me, yeah, if you blow into this thing, your license will only be suspended for 3 months. But when I went to court, they suspended my license for a whole year. And then they got evidence on me. You see how slick Esau is? Like I say, even though I shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. All right, but because I was, you know, that not only did they lie to me, but they got evidence on me to where I could be, for I could get the punishment, you know, of whatever they usually do, you know. So it's like, man, Esau, man, he's deceptive as hell, man. All right, and I got an aunt that's an officer, you know, and you know, she tell me like, hey, man, you know, we trained to do shit like that, you know. The objective when, you know, you get pulled over or you're dealing with the law in general, especially for Jake. They're trained to find a way to deceive you so that way you could be convicted of a crime, whether you were committing it or not. All right. Or whether it was the circumstances or not, whatever. Esau has found a way to make it justify, to find something to convict you over, man. All right, they're trained to lie and deceive you, man, and they don't get in trouble for that shit. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to tell you something, then it be another. All right, that's what they're supposed to do, man. All right, and I say all that to say, be careful dealing with Esau and understand his true nature. Understand that, Esau is not your friend. Esau is not to be buddy with you, man. All that holding hands with your enemies and, assuming that Esau got your best interests at heart and this, at the 30, he doesn't, man. Don't get soft behind Esau, man. He don't give a damn about you. You see? For real. But I'm going to read on in this Proverbs 6, back at verse 18. Matter of fact, I'm going to start back at 17. It says, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Esau does that on a daily. Esau will find any reason to kill somebody and not give a damn about it. Esau go into all these other nations all the time. Why do you think these people out here be protesting and shit? The military, they'll tell you themselves, man, we go into these different countries, man, and be killing these people for no reason. Killing civilians, killing children, all these different things. They go into these different nations, man. That's why you think the Palestinian shit is so prominent, because Esau be going in there running amok, man. There was a U.S. Army, a U.S. soldier that set himself on fire on live. I'm sure y'all seen that video before or heard of it. But he did a protest for Palestine, man. He got a joint of gas and put it on himself and set himself on fire in protest to the wickedness that he knows that he's been a part of America, going into these different nations and just killing people, all for what? Their own gain, their own personal interest, That's what Esau has done, man. Esau don't give a damn, man, and he gonna do whatever he gotta do to get his mission accomplished. Okay? And listen, it's coming to you, Jake's doorstep, man. It's coming to all our doorstep. All right? One day y'all gonna realize that y'all been hypnotized. One day y'all gonna realize that Stockholm Syndrome is real. All right? And you motherfuckers is hypnotized out here and don't really understand that Esau is oppressing you in so many different ways, man. Just because you got a crib and a car don't mean you're not oppressed. All right? But verse 18, it says, in heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. See? It's a scripture that speaks about, what's it say? I believe this. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. All right, I had it right. No, okay. Yep. Psalms 36, verse 4 says, he devises mischief upon his bed. Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to start at 3, Salakia. Psalm 36:3 says, the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in the way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. You see? And there's a scripture that speaks about somebody can't rest or sleep without working mischief. Very roughly paraphrasing. Lil Will and I can find it, may put it in the comment section or something. But this is pretty much similar too, you know. Esau sits up day and night thinking up what's his next move gonna be. They sit and they have briefings, they have meetings on what's the next move. What are we gonna do next? How are we gonna do it? What do we need to accomplish here? Who do we need to use to forward this mission? All right. And they have all these deceitful tactics laid up. You see? All these tactics laid up, ready to go. You see? All they doing is waiting for the perfect time to unleash these things. You see? And that's just what it is, man. You know, Esau is he's very deceptive, man, and he's very smart. He's very patient, and he's gonna do whatever he got to do to forward his mission, man. All right. I think that's it. That's all I wanted. But real talk, man. You know, be mindful of Esau, man. Don't think he's your friend, man. Don't think because you can go get a SRT or some shit that you cool with Esau, that you cool with the white man, or any of these fucking heathen. And this is for Jake and the truth, man. You know, we know it, man. These niggas, man. None of these people, man, got our best interests at heart, man. Our own people will turn us in, man. You see. You know, we really got to be in that mode of fuck everybody, man. If you ain't in the fold, man, it ain't no business for you, man. All right? Esau got it out for us, man. Esau has it out for us, man. All right? The hopefully elect, man, the Israelites, man, he has it out for us, man. They hate us, man. They know we the greatest people on earth. They know the Lord chose us, man. They hate it, man. All right? And they're going to use everything against us, man. You see? And they gonna use these puppet ass 2/3 to get us out the way, man. To lock us up, to persecute us, whatever. They're gonna use these jakes, man. All right. Well, that's pretty much it, man. With that, Lil Will is edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors again to the elders and the